Morena koutou katoa. Today's new topic and legacy number 1. And so what I'm going to be talking about is different historical events and how they've provided a platform or legacy for us to grow, to come together, to advance ourselves. And so today's kaupapa is Koroneihana and the annual Coronation for the Māori King movement, for our Māori King, King Heitia, Pōtatau Te Tuapitu. And so he is the 7th in line from King Pōtatau, the first Māori monarch. But what I want to talk about is what these movements do is they start to create a momentum for us to come together. And there's heaps of talk about, oh no, I didn't support this and I didn't support that. Whether it's kingitanga, whether it's the kotahitanga movement or other movements. But the thing that we should be focusing in on is that these moments in history, and in this case it started formally, though Kōrero did start earlier, but it started formally from 1856 through to 1858. And what they do is they provide us with a po where we can latch ourselves to bring ourselves together, to advance ourselves. We don't necessarily need to agree, but it's about advancing ourselves for the betterment of ourselves. And I wanted to share this also because there's so much misinformation out there about our history. And when we look at these different points in time which create our legacy, including some events right now that are creating our legacy, like Ihu Mātai, what happens is that songs are made. And as songs are made, they then record our history as part of the oral culture. Today people are looking for books. Today people are looking for evidence. And actually, that's okay, but that's a Western form of historical evidence. Whereas our form of evidence is in our poetry, is in our song, is in our proverbs. And so there are many songs, and you know, the famous action song, Waiataringa, that's sung to do with the kingitanga. E tu e rata was the original, and written for Te Rata when King Mahuta went to Parliament to become part of the legislature. And so that's evolved, e tu e rata, koroki, e ata, and then through to Heitia. And so these songs, what they do is they provide history. And the more we look at the songs, the more we'll be able to understand the thinking behind our people. And so that's enough for now, because I'm going to go on and on, because you could really go on this kaupapa. But it's about our legacy and encouraging ourselves to learn more. And don't rely on what's been written in the history books thus far, because usually there's been an angle to make us look bad. Notwithstanding the fact that there have been some bad things, but this is about us stripping off some of this rubbish and getting back to understanding who we are. So the more we write from our own context, the more we will grow. Ka te ake, e tu e te kingi, tu heitia, ai a pōpō, ka e ke te motu ki runga i a koe, ai a koe ake nei, ka e ke tō waka o tainu ki runga i a koe. Tēnā koutou, kia ora tātou.